this is on from the Guardian News. It says Trump confirms. He said government shutdown could last months or years. President threatens to declare national emergency and build wall without congressional approval.
There you go, man. So first of all, there's division already. Congress, he needs the Congress, and most of the Congress is what? The Democrats, right?
Yep. I can do it if I want. As a partial U.S. government shutdown hit the 2-week mark, Donald Trump told congressional leaders at the White House he was prepared for the standoff to last months or even years.
And when it says shutdown, certain things like museums that open to the public, they're not open, man.
Yeah.
Because they're not paying the people. Yeah. Because they're part of the government.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? So they're not funding certain parts of the government.
Yeah.
See? In America.
Absolutely, I said that, said Trump during a Rose Garden press conference when asked if Senator Chuck Schumer was correct in his claim that the White House was prepared to continue the shutdown indefinitely.
There you go. Indefinite means a long period of time, and there was a time about a year ago when they had a shutdown.
I remember that.
And they had everyone's EBT cards.
Yep,
and they were stopped.
Yep.
And who were the first people complaining? The black women, man. Yeah. And this, look, we ain't gonna get hard on our women. We've all sinned in that, but at the end of the day, they're relying on that, on the government, man. The Bible said we'll go to the enemy for one of all things.
Yeah.
All right. See?
The president also upped the ante, threatens to declare a national emergency and build a border wall without congressional approval.
There you go, man. So this man is stirring tension because the Bible tells you that a kingdom divided is going to fall, man.
Exactly.
That's what's happening. This kingdom is divided. Even we got white do-gooders that will even be there protesting with us, so-called black people.
Yeah.
But in the end, they'll go back to their people.
And sir and brothers, y'all can get that scripture too that he called for. He didn't call for it, but you can get that scripture.
Satan against?
Divided against itself.
Oh, you got it.
Okay.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 12, verse 26.
Hang on, wait. Say any more now. Let me read more.
No, let him
Alright, let me read that.
Matthew 12 and 26.
Yep.
And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
There you go. Russia's against America, Republicans, Democrats. But be not fooled that behind closed doors, they're all in it together, man. That's the higher level of understanding this man's devices. Behind closed doors, Kim Jong, Ying Yong, and Trump, they all get naked together and have parties and have sex with each other, man. They're all playing roles in a new world order. It's true.
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Yeah, man.
But you know what, though, brother? I wanna add up to what you were saying before when there's a government shutdown. Because when there is a government shutdown, like he said that where basically your EBT, like any form of funds from the financial support from the government stops. Where they were also declaring, there's another article that was declaring that 38 million people can be without food stamps as well. So that's what we hold. So that's a lot of people. That's almost what? That's bullshit kind of spot. That's it, man. Somebody got messed up, man. Damn. Anyway, that's like damn.
Judgment.
Yeah, that's judgment, man. That's all judgment. But like we were saying before, and more is gonna happen. Is more things are gonna happen.
Yep.
More things are gonna happen. But like I was saying,
EBT cards.
right, the EBT situation, that's like what, 10% of the American population? Because I believe it's about what, 300 and something million people, approximately about 350 to 400 million people approximately. So you have 10% of people that are gonna suffer due to this government shutdown because they can't get the financial government support.
What's gonna happen when people can't eat?
Yeah.
People are gonna go mad, man. All right.
They're gonna go bonkers.
And you know what I was looking at? No, not to get off topic, but I looked at how we were in the Middle Ages and how we are now. What this devil's done, he's made us really dependent on government. That's why when he stops, what government can give, they can take away, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. ultimately it's down to the Heavenly Father, but boy, and I remember when they had that EBT shutdown, you should have seen the women, they were going crazy, man. Black women, you know, almost like they were entitled, man.
Yeah, somebody gotta take care of my kids. I gotta feed my kids.
Yeah, man. So that's more division, and that's what we want. We want division because there's gonna be chaos. Then they're gonna bring the order in, but ultimately,
that chip too, that RFID chip,
and that chip too. But ultimately, the biggest order is when Yahushua comes back and subdues all of these nations, man.
Yep.
So that's what we're looking for. Any more than that?
Somebody gotta take care of my children.
Yep. Can't eat on this, that. Because remember, when you have the EBT cards, it's like a credit card that the government gives you. Every time you get the money, you go in there, you buy your food, scan it, and it takes it off. So when it was only a couple of days they didn't have it for, and they went mad, man.
And they looked bugged out too. They had this one woman, she just came out with no weave on, man. And she looked, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, probably with slippers.
Yeah, she came out with slippers and all kinds, man. So that's just like a little, you know, she was pretty much a glimpse of what you're gonna see when you see the naked woman.
Yeah.
You know, she gonna go from what you think to what she really is. Okay, what the scriptures say she is. Isaiah 3. You know what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna read this for the brother. It says, I can do it if I want, he said. He also suggested what he called the military version of eminent domain as a method of obtaining private property for war construction.
There you go, man. So basically what they're doing, like over here, what are they doing with the NHS? The NHS has got buildings that they don't use. They're leasing it out to a company, then the company's leasing it back to them and then charging them.
At the same time.
This is how this man operates, man. And I remember Putin in 2011 said everything Obama's doing is to almost like it's to bring down America. That's their plan, man.
That's the agenda.
Yeah. Remember the Lord said he's going to bring down Babylon the Great. He didn't tell you exactly how he's going to do it. Do you know what I mean? He's going to use this man to do it himself. This man's a crazy scientist, man.
Yeah. And really it's the banking elite that's needed to do that particular job.
Yeah.
Because the presidents, they hold no power. I mean, people think that if they vote, then they can make a change. There's no change going to be made, man.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. The only way you're going to make a change, if the American people want to make a real change, it's going to have to be by blood.
By blood, yeah.
That's the only way, because all of these different prime ministers and presidents, they're being read by the bankers that be. They're being funded to make the moves that they're making.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
That's just bottom line. End of story. Yeah. So it says, Trump faces a divided government, like you said, brother.
There you go.
With the Democrats newly in control of the House. Democratic leaders emerged from Friday's meeting reporting that the president had said he was prepared to close the government for a very long time, even a year or years, if there was no deal.
They wouldn't. If that happened, man,
people are gonna go crazy.
That country will fall apart. As I said, they've trained these people to be totally reliant on the government. When a hurricane comes, when Hurricane Katrina happened, these niggas, some of them must have been asking for God, but they don't know his name. But they were saying, "Where's FEMA at, man?"
Jesus Christ! Oh,
that's like it's going to bring along civil unrest. Civil unrest will bring along uprisings. Uprisings will bring along martial law. And that's what they want.
That's what they want. That's it, man.
Because the closer you are to that, the closer you are to the kingdom.
First, Yahushua coming, and then the kingdom.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately, the brothers, right? You know, because Yahushua is going to bring in the kingdom. You know.
That's it, man.
Yeah. He says Trump has invited leaders from both. Yeah, it says Trump had invited leaders from both parties back to the White House just 2 days after a meeting on border security in the Situation Room.
I saw that actually because it had that woman Polanski, that Democrat, and she's a good actress, man. She acts like she hates him, but I know in privately they're all laughing and you know what I mean.
Exactly.
That what's her name, Nancy Pelosi.
She has black hair, doesn't she?
Yeah, and she's short and she always says this president is incompetent.
Oh yeah.
You know who it is.
She the other day.
Yeah, she was sitting down in the White House with him trying to negotiate. Yeah.
She called him the. I googled it. She called him the master of the sealers.
Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
But remember, they're all actors, man. They're just playing roles, basically.
Yeah, brother done a video
That's
on that.
exactly what's
as well.
going on.
Yeah.
On borders, security in the Situation Room did not resolve matters.
And that border, that wall is not going to get built anyway, man. All right? Because things are going to get so bad, people are going to be leaving America.
Well, you know
to
what
go
that
into
means,
Mexico.
brother, based on what the article that I'm reading. So
Yeah.
you're saying, which could very well be true, if the wall does not get, which I don't see it being built myself.
I don't see it either, no.
If the wall's not being built, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to prolong the government shutdown. And Lord willing, we're going to start to see, what is it? 2nd Ezra's 15 and 16 play out.
Oh yeah. But people go crazy when they, you know, like when you've got something but you can't have it. Just even thought of that, people go crazy on that.
Because if
When
you
you
see,
get used to things, innit?
yeah, because if you see what's going on in Venezuela, that could very well happen in America as well,
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
due to the government shutdown. We're prolonging it anyway. Yeah, I want to hear some more, brother. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, I was right here. It says, and a day after Nancy Pelosi
That's it.
became Speaker of the House and Democrat passed legislation to reopen the government. Seeking to ease concerns, the White House sought to frame planned weekend talks as a step forward, as did Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority Leader.
And now you know what? No, let's go off topic. That's another reason why I can't stand our people, man. They need to die, man. We walk by and make faces and stuff like that.
But brother, just don't even worry about that, man, because they're not gonna get it anyway.
That's
You know what I mean? They're not of the elect. They're not gonna make it. They're gonna be destroyed.
Definitely
Stiff
not.
neck, haughty neck,
Stiff neck, haughty.
stone
innit?
face,
Yeah,
Yep.
stiff back.
that's just what it is. Anyway, it says Trump designated Vice President Mike Pence, the Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen, and the presidential advisor Jared Kushner to work with a congressional delegation at a meeting scheduled for Saturday morning.
That Jared Kushner is his son-in-law now, and he's married to his daughter. So they're keeping it in the family.
Senator Jack Reed, the senior Democrat on the Senate Armed Service Committee, criticizing Trump's Friday afternoon, saying in a statement declaring a Trump-up national emergency in order to skirt congressional approval is wrong.
There you go. So once they're arguing, if they don't come to some kind of solution or whatever, where's that gonna end, man?
Martial law.
If that government shuts down, then people take things into their own hands. Then they start looting and stores, and then bring in martial law. Like when we had the Mark Duggan riots, man. And I'm sure that was a lot of that was staged, man. That Mark Duggan riot, because the way it spread through the UK, it was in London 1 minute.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It's like, there's stories of them planting agents into protests and that to cause the riots, man, and then they can bring about the arrests and whatnot.
Because the main goal in the and I've been saying this for years, man. Since I've been out doing the street ministry. The main goal that Esau wants to do is to bring forth martial law, and the way that he's going to do it, he's going to bring forth the Hegelian dialectic. Okay, which means problem, reaction, solution. So that's what the whole government shutdown could very well be. This could very well be the solution to bring about chaos and then to bring about a new world order.
Trump made a statement while he was in the White House over the holidays. He said, "I'm in the White House over the holidays while you lot are doing your thing.
Yeah.
He said, I'm very serious in the military with my armed
I tell
men."
you what, brother, say that again. Say what you just said again. The first part.
He said he's in the White House while they're out there doing their thing, but I'm in the White House, very serious with a serious group of armed military soldiers with their machine guns.
Right.
And we're all very serious with serious faces on.
Right.
Brother, and he made that statement. My brothers keep going over it over and over again. He said that was a statement, a symbolic statement that he made, that he's not effing about. You know what I mean? I'm not messing about.
I think what he meant by that, brother, you could correct me if I'm wrong. He meant martial law. Getting everything prepared for martial law.
That's why I just said it, because of after what you said. So that's what he was really saying. I'm not messing about. I'm all right. I'm protected. You can't fuck with me. I've got my military with me, and we all got serious bases on, and they're very serious, and they're very good with their gun. You know, he was putting that over the holidays. And we know Esau loves his Christmas turkey and all that, but Trump was saying, I'm not like the rest of them.
I'm not into that.
I'm not into that. I'm a man of war.
Well, when he came in, you know, when he first got the presidency, his first picture in the White House, he made a statement. He goes, "This is the calm before the storm."
Exactly.
And then, and a woman said, "What do you mean by that?" He goes, "You'll see." So he knows. He knows, man.
So Donald Trump, he could very well be the guy to bring down America in totality by bringing martial law. Because like I said, that's really the main goal of Esau, is to bring in martial law around the world. That's the end result. Even Great Britain is going to witness martial law.
What is martial law?
Martial law is when the emergency powers come down against the people.
Basically, martial law means
Warlike.
Meaning where the government declares war on the people, it declares everybody as potential terrorists.
And presidents are not
lock down the streets.
Right.
So basically,
curfews.
they concentrate the people in certain
places you can go, certain places you can
If anybody breaks the laws, for example, we mentioned a curfew, and they catch them out there, just
Is that it though? Is it more than that?
kill you, man, shoot you, woman, man,
Basically,
child.
have you seen that movie? What's that movie?
Vendetta.
No, not V for Vendetta. The one that I told of.
Oh, Bushwick. Bushwick. Yeah, that's a good film.
Bushwick is the perfect example of martial law. Type in Bushwick on any website where you can watch free movies.
You can go on Netflix for that as well.
Yeah, and then there's another film called V for Vendetta. It's based in London. Yeah, and it's about martial law in London, man. It's excellent. No, read that.
That time's gonna be crazy.
Another London one, Children of Men.
Is that the one with
Clive Owen.
Children of Men, they go concentration camps and everything. They're putting people in cages.
Yeah.
Just transporting them about in those big buses. That, you know, you couldn't jump out the window, nothing. Straight into the cages.
So this film is based on London, right?
Yeah,
so that's showing you right there that you're also gonna have certain people that's gonna be put into concentration camps even down over in England as well.
I think there's one. I think it's in Essex. It's a concentration.
Yeah, there's a concentration camp in Essex, somewhere around the mix. Yeah.
And they could use. Postar talked about Panama. You know the Panama deception. When they took out Noriega, they used in Panama they used primary schools and factories as concentration camps for our people. And all they have to do in London is use primary schools.
Simple and plain,
They don't need to build it like in America. See how they've built new ones. They don't need to do that.
They don't need to do all of that.
Even
those mega grocery stores, they can also turn those into concentration camps as well.
Big shopping malls.
Walmart,
the one at Bromley, the one at Lewisham, Croydon. There's big shopping mall centers. You can use them as concentration centers.
Exactly, because like I said, the end goal for this government is to bring everybody under martial law. That's the end goal. That's always been the case, man. And the reason why we can say that as well, because that's also mentioned in the scriptures as well.
That's right.
So everything goes in line with prophecy. I want to continue to read some more, brother, on this right here.
And wait one second, let me read this.
Okay,
This is Ephesians chapter 5 and 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing.
No, that's not it. That's about human time, Daisy. Ephesians 5:15, I think. 15.
Yeah, I see it.
Right, go
16.
Whatever.
Ephesians 5 and 16. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
There you go. Redeem the time, because the days are evil. So don't waste time, man. The time you've got, use it widely. Believe me, man. It's difficult. Brothers got certain situations, but the times are bad. I mean, this is gonna. It's not fantasy. It's reality, man.
It's real.
And those concentration camps are not going to be built for comfort. You're not going to knock on there. So excuse me, it's a bit cold in there. So you put a heater on. That's not going to be there, man.
And can I say something? It shows you how wretched mankind is, man. And then when you look at people, that all the things that the brother's speaking about is going to come upon them for their wickedness, man. Yeah. The wickedness of their ways, these people are going to have to suffer the things that these brothers are talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, that's what we see. You brothers to keep yourselves clean and without blemish. But when those times come, that you may be found spotless, man.
Yeah.
Alright? Because when the time comes, a lot of these people are going to be found with many blemishes, man. Because of the things they've done, they've corrupted themselves, they've done corrupt things. They've dishonored their own bodies among themselves, and that's why all these things gonna come, man.
Yeah.
It has to come.
All the prophets went into prison and the Lord delivered them, man. So that's what we're looking for. The Lord's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, this is the Security Secretary, Kirsten Nielsen, and the Presidential Advisor, Jared Kushner, to work with a congressional delegation at a meeting scheduled for Saturday morning. Senator Jack Reed, the senior Democrat on the Senate Armed Service Committee, criticized Trump's Friday afternoon comments. I'll slow it down. Saying in a statement declaring a Trump-up national emergency in order to skirt congressional approval is wrong.
All these things that they're doing, they've done it well in advance, man.
Oh, they've planned it. Oh,
they've planned it for a long time, you know?
Yeah.
See?
The U.S. Constitution assigned Congress the power over funding the federal government, so Trump probably would face legal challenges if he tried to bypass Congress on financing the war.
And that's what they want. These crackers want the war. But then you got our people from Honduras, Nicaragua, going into America, man. And when you're not wanted, they clearly don't want you, man. Even the average American, even the so-called one Democrats, whatever, they don't even want you in their country, but you're going over there, man. And the little Jake girl, she died, man, a couple weeks ago. She died of dehydration. They didn't give her one cup of water, man.
Where's that?
Over there near the wall, you know, the border with Mexico? And those Zebulonites. Most of them are Zebulon, isn't it? Honduras, Nicaragua. Yeah, 7-year-old girl died of dehydration, man. They separated her from her father. And if she died of dehydration, they couldn't even give her a cup of water. See, you're going from the fire pan into the fire, man. Yeah. That's why we've got to warn you of these things.
Yeah, about 800,000 federal workers have been affected by the December 22nd closure of about a quarter of the federal government.
There you go. So that's almost 1 million workers, man. Yeah. All right, whether they work in national museums, whatever's funded by the government.
So really,
shut
brother,
down.
I don't cut you, brother. So really, this whole situation with Trump and this whole war thing, that's really going to prohibit certain Americans from getting paid from their jobs and getting their EBT. So that's right there, man. I mean, if you look at it from that perspective, that's definitely causing a great division amongst people as a whole, causing a ruckus eventually. That's what it's going to get up to, and then this could lead up to the American people rising up against the people that's down in South Central America.
That's true. Because Trump's got his base, right?
Yeah.
And they will support him. Yep. You know, and then you got the do-gooders that want to pretend that they're not racist, man.
Yeah.
Total division.
Such a wall, Trump has argued, he is needed to stem the flow of undocumented immigrants. And drugs. Running for president in 2016, he promised Mexico, and it's almost 2020. We're in the year of Caracas, 2019, right?
Yeah.
And we got one more year to go towards 2020.
Yep.
So we all thought 2020 was like, what, 5 years ago? I mean, 5 years in advance.
Yeah.
Or 10 years in advance. We're a year away. Okay, so we could be out of here by either this year or probably next year, Lord willing.
Not like Kanye West, he said 2019,
right,
we're going to be delivered. That's talking about Egypt, man.
Right.
When they're talking about 400 years of Genesis.
Right.
That's not talking about this captivity.
And we'll get into that later on, probably next week if possible. It says, he promised Mexico would pay for the war, which it has refused to do. In his press conference, Trump initially took an optimistic tone, saying, we are all on the same path in terms of wanting to get the government open. Faced with questions from reporters, however, he promptly changed his tone. The president confirmed that action on the status of undocumented migrants brought to the US as children had been discussed. But he also went on at length about the various benefit of different construction materials.
For his blasted wall, man. That's, I mean, who's going to make the wall anyway?
They're not going to make that wall. I don't see it coming.
I was going to say something. I was thinking, it's like, of all the things that he's making so, first and foremost, so important, building a wall, man. And then that country's full of shit. And it's got a lot of, if you was a president, you could find a lot more things that you could deal with. But you want to build a wall, man.
Yeah.
And he's like,
and you know,
that's his main
and I don't
mission,
cut you too, brother, because he knows he ain't gonna build that wall. He knows this.
Yeah.
He knows this. We know this, brother, and he knows. And the reason why he's gonna do that because he's set up to bring forth martial law. He said it himself.
Yeah.
If we don't build this wall, we're gonna prolong the government shutdown. Anyway, brother, continue.
That's it. That's all. That's basic.
Okay.
That's basic.
That's what he is. Really, in general, the Edomites, they don't represent life. They represent death, man.
That's it.
That's what's coming. Hey, read that. That's why we have to warn you of these things, man. Because if we don't warn you, then the law's gonna